Don't know about defending the title, but Novak Djokovic has got to defend his name a little better. How does he always manage to find himself in some sort of controversy? The whole vaccine debacle wasn't the first or last. So how does this man believe in hugging trees but not vaccines? It's true, Novak Djokovic, the top-ranked tennis player in the world, has become synonymous with controversy and drama. At the age of 35, he's without a doubt one of the best players and will remain such. But he frequently participates in wild controversies, which have exposed the player's stubborn and angry side. For instance, in the first set of their fourth-round match at Flushing Meadows in 2020, Djokovic was down 6-5 to Pablo Carreño Busta, just before he was disqualified. Djokovic's 29-match winning streak was shockingly ended when he smacked a ball behind himself, striking the line judge in the neck. Who does that? At a news conference, Djokovic later held up his hands and apologized for his actions, but he was unable to promise or guarantee that he'd never do anything similar to that in his life. Thanks, man. Everyone feels super safe around you. Then Djokovic adopted a far more apologetic tone on Instagram, declaring that this whole situation has left him feeling sad and empty. He apologized to the lady he accidentally hit and called the entire scene unintended, while expressing regret to the US Open, which he's won 4 times, and everyone involved with his actions. He said, "I need to go back and work on my disappointment and convert this all into a lesson for my growth and progress as a player and human being." So let's check our notes. He showed regret and promised to do better. Convincing, right? Wrong. He did it again. Well, technically, he did it before, but you catch my vibe, right? The Serbian tennis legend has been accused of several incidents of improper behavior in matches over the years, aside from the incident with the US line judge. He slammed a racket into the ground at the Monte Carlo Masters in 2019 and broke it to pieces.
No, he's just pushed it wide. Djokovic explodes with rage.
He next threw another racket at the ball during the same game, which soared into the stands and just missed fans. 2 identical instances happened during a match in Rome a month later, and he also broke his racket there at the Italian Open in 2020, less than a fortnight after being disqualified from the US Open. His defense this time? Djokovic said, "Well, let me tell you, it's neither the first nor the last racket I'll break in my career." Oh boy, how right he was. He's done it before. He did it again. In the same city, there was another rage-filled breakdown in May last year. In September, when he played Daniil Medvedev in a final that he ultimately lost to the Russian because he missed a chance to level up after falling behind a set. No surprise, he took his rage out on his equipment again. In fact, you can find a sizable YouTube collection of Djokovic's racket smashes from recent years, including tossing his racket into the empty stands during the Tokyo Olympics. Enjoy. Speaking of enjoyment, remember when he danced the night away in the middle of the pandemic? Yep, it's when the entire Adria Tour happened. The tennis season was put on hold as the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, but the Serbian superstar found it challenging to put his racket away for a while as he was in charge of organizing the Adria Tour, a series of competitions across the Balkans. At the Adria Tour, Djokovic was accompanied by athletes on the international stage, including Marin Cilic, Alexander Zverev, Dominic Thiem, and Grigor Dimitrov. Since the tournament was open to the public, many tickets were sold. The exhibition match, which was supposed to be held in 5 Balkan cities over a 3-week period, courted controversy as soon as its first leg took place in Djokovic's hometown of Belgrade. 4,000 maskless spectators packed the stadium for the match, which was eventually won by Austria's Dominic Thiem. The second week, which was scheduled to be played in Croatia, was cancelled after a handful of competitors tested positive, including Bojan Coric and Viktor Troicki. But after Grigor Dimitrov, a player from Bulgaria, tested positive for COVID, the competition was called off in Zadar, Croatia. In fact, Djokovic and his wife Jelena soon disclosed positive test results too. Wonder how it happened. The weekend before that, players including Djokovic, Thiem, Alexander Zverev, and Grigor Dimitrov were seen dancing the night away, shirtless, at a crowded nightclub. They even hugged and took photographs with fans. What did he think was going to happen? Again came the apologies and justifications like, but hey, it was all for charity, right? At least he's got good intentions, and apparently mind powers. Djokovic invited wellness expert Chervin Jafaria as a guest to one of his self-mastery project sessions on Instagram Live. What's that for, you ask? Well, they discussed the health benefits of positive emotions, such as, hold on, I need to say this with a straight face, purifying water. Yep, this came about after he stated he was against a vaccination in a message in a private Facebook chat between Serbian tennis players. He truly thinks he's able to transform the most harmful food or water into the most healing water through an energetic shift, with the power of prayer and the power of appreciation. In simple words, the man believes he can speak to food and water and make it pure. I bet that's why he didn't go for a vaccine. Maybe he just spoke about coronavirus and turned it away. According to Novak, because scientists have demonstrated that water reacts, those water molecules can literally react and respond to our feelings and to what's being said to them. The 20-time Grand Slam champion was accused by some of engaging in pseudoscience. No thoughts, just vibes. Now, he's also pretty good at this other thing, faking injuries. Djokovic has been accused of faking injuries going all the way back to the 2008 US Open, when he took 2 timeouts against Tommy Robredo. Andy Roddick made fun of him for overcoming 2 damaged ankles, besides a cramp, bird flu, anthrax, SARS, common cough, and cold, as well as back and rib injuries. He either called the trainer right away or is the bravest man alive. You people get to make the decision. Then, Djokovic fell in the Australian Open final against Andy Murray in 2015 after dropping points, which the defeated Scot afterwards called frustrating. Insisting that Djokovic's injuries weren't legit, he claimed he got distracted with that fall. The following year, commentator Patrick McEnroe called another of Djokovic's medical timeouts a gross misuse of the rules. He also said that officials had failed to act with the guts to stop the problem. The tendency seems to be continuing as recently as the 2021 Australian Open. When Taylor Fritz leveled in the 3rd round, Djokovic was 2 sets ahead, but collapsed with what he subsequently claimed was an abdominal muscle tear. He's also famous for infuriating his opponents by taking tactical bathroom breaks during games, and has often caused drama on the field. The man's not just unfaithful to his game, though. We've all heard about those cheating rumors, right? Since 2014, Djokovic has been wed to his high school sweetheart, Jelena, but their marriage has been shattered by claims that he cheated on his wife. In fact, they became the subject of breakup rumors in 2019 after Jelena skipped all of his Wimbledon tennis events. Novak's name has also been associated with many women over the course of his career. He's never gone on to deny any rumors either. You see what I mean by him loving controversies and scandals?
Who was taking part in this competition? His main rivals, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, they weren't taking part in...
And again, toast.
That's all on Novak Djokovic's biggest scandals. See you around.